Welcome back to the program. It's good to be back. Good. That was a nice little break there. Good chemistry. I missed a lot of good
That
chemistry.
It was.
You and Case obviously.
It was. Me and Casey. We're bros.
It's very natural.
Right.
NASCAR, baseball.
And you're jealous of that.
I've said that many times.
Yeah.
I'm very jealous. And then Olivia come on.
I think his pants are actually under here right now, so don't look.
Is that one of his hairs on your?
Yeah.
I think we've done this joke before, by the way.
Yeah,
but
lipstick
it's
on
good.
the collar.
It's good. And then Olivia came on.
I think you know what I loved having Olivia on because it gave me a chance to interact with a girl on the show because I've often talked about how you and Alex have such an awesome chemistry, and whether that has to do with male or female, I don't know, but it was definitely refreshing. What?
She totally just said I was an alumni.
Oh, she does.
I think she actually doesn't know that I'm still enrolled in classes.
Really? He still is in classes.
Sort of.
But that doesn't mean he's an alumni. Facebook may say
why
that.
Why is my thing on Facebook? Why does it say that? Can I change that? I feel so weird.
I tried to. You can't.
I'm off Facebook. There we go.
Come on, Zuckerberg. Look, he's got too many problems. He's trying to keep Facebook on the joint.
On the web.
Anyway, so
that was good with you two.
Right. It was.
You two have a chem.
Yeah.
Going on there.
It was Chem 101, maybe some organic chem.
Definitely a lab at least.
Some putting together ions. I don't know. I never took chemistry. Anyway, I'm a comm major. I don't have homework.
Okay, so
let's wrap this thing up.
Yeah.
Let's wrap it up tight and put it behind the refrigerator.
Oh.
I don't know what that means. So you talk about Jeff Garcia right now. Go ahead, give your spiel and then I'll comment.
I can have camera too. Folks, you hear me say ridiculous things on camera all the time, and you hear me say that the Carolina Tar Heels are going to be a 10-win team in football, which I guess is...
Which, by the way, is mathematically now impossible, and so is your other prediction. Go ahead.
What prediction? My 9-win?
Yeah, it's gone. Go ahead.
But I would like to just point out that I'm being... And you've heard me talk about Superman and Soldier, or Super Soak. I'm very serious about that too, but it's more of a humorous thing. But I would like to mention something that I'm very, very concerned about is the public perception and the court of public opinion on Jeff Garcia. Now, as Panthers fans, I think, as most of the people that watch the show are, all three of you, need to understand that Jeff Garcia, and not just Panthers fans, Jeff Garcia is the best quarterback in the NFL right now. Given what he... Brett Favre.
Brett Favre is still on set. He's pretty upset about this actually right now.
And I know that sounds like a bold statement, but it's not, because if you want someone who's going to complete passes, who's not going to turn the ball over, who's going to make plays with his feet. He almost scored a second touchdown on his feet against the Panthers yesterday. Okay, I was actually kind of cheering for him to get in there, just to be like, if Jeff Garcia got 2 rushing touchdowns, the world might just become flat and the sky might turn red. I don't know. Regardless, if you like completions, you like big plays, you like smart decision making, then you want Jeff Garcia as your quarterback. Now, I understand T.O. called him gay, and that was the unraveling of Jeff Garcia. I understand. We got a San Francisco 49ers fan on the camera right now.
Nah, that's true.
Yeah. I understand, T.O. thinks he's gay, but he's not. He's married to a very attractive woman.
Cover.
Even though, conversation.
It's running the cover too.
Even though... Can you recap what he said on NFL Films the other day?
So here's my comment. You're done. You're done with your spiel because it's time for my comment. ESPN ran a montage. ESPN ran a montage of quarterbacks, and they had defensive ends and stuff. And they got to the point where they started talking about quarterback hits, or getting hit as a quarterback. And it goes to Jeff Garcia. It has all this, like, Brett Favre was on there. It's like, getting hit hurts. And I wish I had you on here to do the impression. Getting hit hurts. And blah, blah, hitting, gets to Jeff Garcia. Jeff Garcia says, yeah, I get hit. Sometimes I like it. Now, it's only funny because of what T.O. said. And T.O. was sitting there. It was either Saturday or maybe early Sunday. But T.O. was sitting there with his remote control going, everybody got mad at me. And maybe people will start to rethink that now. So, not that there's anything wrong with that. But,
I mean,
I mean, I'm not.
I would,
But
if
not
you
as
are,
your-
but
there's nothing wrong with that.
it's cool if you do that. I'm not.
Right.
I'm not. But if you are
But-
into that, I mean, are you kidding? I mean, look at me. But if you,
Anyway,
Uh.
so back to Jeff Garcia. He rocked our world. I'm a Panthers fan. He rocked our world, and I don't really want to talk about Jeff Garcia ever again, even though he is the face of my fantasy football franchise. Oh, that's right. 30 seconds
we're
fantasy.
not there yet.
But
okay.
I remembered it. Oh, we all.
I was gonna let you have
want,
it.
No, you want me to
I was
forget.
gonna let you have it. I
You
like
want me to
30 seconds
forget.
fantasy because I get to talk about how I'm killing the fantasy world right now. By the way,
You get your.
can we
One
show?
fantasy
Can you
time.
get over here, please? What is
So our
going on?
interns are go ahead and bailing out on us early, even though we've wrapped up nothing and got no equipment in the bags. See you later.
What does that mean? You have to go.
She's a freshman, so they still have to go to class.
That's a new concept for me, by the way.
Right.
Good point.
Okay.
That's a good point y'all had about the freshman thing. It's even as a senior guy, you see freshmen and it's like, come on, like 4-year age difference, but it's still like
They're target. They got huge targets on their bags.
they got.
Okay, so we've already done that, and then we talked about Jeff Garcia being gay. If we don't have some controversy,
It's the internet.
I like communism.
If I'm a socialist. If this is the worst thing on the internet right now, then please.
All right. So,
We should do To Catch a Predator. To Catch a Predator with freshman girls. Get that. If we had interns, I could write it down. Anyway.
to catch a skis bag. To catch a skis
Catch a
bag.
douchebag, I think I would more like it. You
Yeah.
skeezy? It's more of a douchey thing to be like, "What's up, I'm a senior. What's up? You live in HJ?
All right,
or I live in
to
the
catch a
frat
douchebag.
house.
All right, it's
You
done.
come
To
back, have
catch
a
a
couple
douchebag.
brews, watch the game. Yeah, I'll get a pledge to drive us. That's the best thing.
All right,
Sorry.
save it. We'll write it down. All right.
Yeah.
So should we go to 30 seconds of fantasy or weeklies or? Nah?
I think we should end the show with weeklies.
Okay, good.
And
We might as well just figure the show out on air. So 30 seconds of fantasy.
Go ahead. Do you want to time that, Joe?
You want to
or-
time it, Joe? 30 seconds.
Oh yeah.
Whatever.
Yeah, whatever. Yeah, if you want to do that.
Hold on, I got to take it.
It's funny that we brought up. We're trying to time the show and get it down, and we talked about watches and stopwatches, even though he has like a time code on the camera. Is that not kind of funny?
I
We
mean,
need
it's more of like a prop. What?
That's what I'm saying. That's what I'm saying. I was
No.
trying to tell you like to get a watch, and then I didn't even realize that the camera actually has a time code on it. I'm giving you prop. Joe doesn't even take props well. Anyway, you timed this. We ready to go? 5, 4.
3, 2, 1.
So this week in fantasy football, I actually won my game. No, not this week, but the previous week I actually won my football game. Vince Young came up big for me. Actually, no. Gosh, I'm wasting my 30 seconds. I actually lost the game because Vince Young actually had a pretty good game, but the San Diego D just continues to let me down. Which transitioned to this week. San Diego let me down again. My fantasy baseball team, we're still stuck in 5th. San Diego D, get it together. You keep losing me fantasy football games. That's all I got.
That's that. That was not. I wasn't too enthralled by that one, and I want to just go ahead and say that I'm on pace to
That's
be
because
4-0.
I'm so I'm 1-3. I'm 1-3.
Just like
I almost went perfect last year. I almost went perfect in my fantasy football league last year. I'm 1-3.
Okay, well, the 30 seconds are done.
I'm upset.
Rex
Take
Grossman,
care of me.
Rex
Sorry.
Grossman is our quarterback. Rex Grossman is our technical director on this show.
The San Diego Chargers are our defense. God, you know what? Let me talk about that game. They were up real quick. They were up 16-3. They end up losing 30-16.
I think it was 30-20.
30-16.
Wait, we're talking about San Diego? Or
San
talking-
Diego,
Oh, I thought we were
Kansas
talking about
City.
Chicago and
San Diego, Kansas City, 30-16. They ended up giving 27 unanswered to ruin my fantasy football game. I'm lost because of them. Anyway, so weeklies. What do you got? YouTube? Anything?
YouTube. Let's go with Charlie the Unicorn. It's good.
Charlie the
I haven't
Unicorn.
seen it yet, but that sounds awesome.
It's
Reddit article of the week.
I haven't been. I actually have banned myself from Reddit. You want to know why?
Why?
Because, and it's because I had a really busy week last week with all the tests and papers and Take Back the Pit, which we didn't talk about on the show.
Wow.
Just you see if you've been on the website, you'll see the footage for Take Back the Pit.
Yeah, we don't need to talk.
It's all right. It explains itself. But I had so much going on last week, and all I do on Reddit is you just read these articles, and based on, and you get a lot of like liberal and conservative and whatever viewpoints, and so all you end up doing is reading these articles and getting very like and it's like, well, after a while, it's like, how much can you take, really? It's like if I may just say, it's like our generation is very like politically entitled. Like you have people like, I'm a bleeding heart liberal, and I think Doug's pretty conservative, and we're pretty rational in our views. Like we can have good conversations about it, but you also have a lot of people that don't understand that just because you are so convinced by your ideas, that it doesn't make, that's not enough. Like that's what politicians do, is they have their strong beliefs, but they have to negotiate through the mess. And as like young kids, I think we just assume that like, oh, well, what I think is right, so the fact this isn't happening, trust me, because I've been through that. You know, it doesn't really work too well. Anyway.
All right, put me on the spot. Give me some weeklies. Go ahead, ask me. You have to ask me like I did you.
Oh, well, I didn't think I was being put on the spot.
Well,
but hi. Hi, how's it going? Check out the website, coaproductions.com. Wait, why don't you come on? Wait, come. Where you going? Oh, yeah, okay. But you come on the joint. I'll see. What's your name? Allison. I'll see you next week.
That was
She had that.
awkward.
Did you see her?
You
No,
know
I
her?
didn't know her, no. But
Wow.
She kept looking at me.
Wow.
Look,
Wow.
look, this is my thing.
Wow.
Don't give me that come hither stare if you don't want what's coming hither. James Mundia. She keeps looking at me. You know what? I'm going to stop what I'm doing and say what's up. She was cute.
Okay, weekly.
sorry.
I got one. Weekly word for a girl is shorty.
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 Okay.
Shorty.
So that's the weekly word for a
What do
girl.
you have a YouTube or?
I haven't. This second week in a row, I don't have a YouTube.
Yeah, it's
but
you got to spend time and you got to go.
you do the YouTube. That's your
I'll
deal.
do YouTube.
Um,
Do you have like maybe I don't know, what are some weeklies we can have here?
Gosh. Weekly Lenore food of the week. I got a weekly Lenore food of the week. Their barbecue was delicious today. I had barbecue and slaw and macaroni and cheese. It was delicious. I didn't even pay for it. Usually when you eat like that at Lenore, you better schedule your schedule around the bathroom, my friend. And that's all I'll say to that. But anyway, I think that's gonna about do it.
Oh, that's a good note to end on.
Hey, before we go, I'd like Joe for you to get a shot of our lovely studio audience who has graciously go ahead. And this is what we're gonna end the show. Don't come back to us.
I need an applause sign.
Yeah, well, we're working on the applause sign, but get a shot of the audience. Go ahead, end us out.
For Douglas Ramathorn Franklin, what's your last name? Branson.
I am James Malachi Indigo Mundia saying, yeah, the San Diego Chargers are our defense.
And it's Al Malachi.